Welcome. Today we are doing a World Cup final predictions for 2022. Last time we'll be doing this for 4 years, so this is gonna be a little crazy. I'm joined by some freak that I met on the street yesterday, and he wouldn't leave me alone. So here he is.
The name's Nixon. Richard Nixon. Group A is a tricky one. I definitely am picking Senegal and Netherlands to be the two that make it out. But honestly, I've been going back and forth a lot with who I think will win the group. I think Senegal could definitely be a dark horse in the tournament. I could honestly see them making it as far as the quarters. Even without Mane, and with Mane, I think there's a really good chance. And I just saw a couple of days ago that Senegal did announce him in the squad, so perhaps his injury is not as serious as we thought. Netherlands obviously have a great defense with Van Dijk. Their midfield is solid with De Jong. I'm a little concerned about their goal scoring going forward. So after all that is said, I'm actually going to pick Senegal to win the group. And I'm picking Netherlands to come in second. And then I will say Qatar third, Ecuador fourth, because I think that home field advantage will be just enough to allow Qatar to get some points off of Ecuador.
I was also going between Senegal and Netherlands, and I wasn't sure because it was this close. I couldn't really decide, but because of Mane, which I know their squad's still good, but I feel like he's the heart and soul of the team. So I feel like without him, they're gonna struggle a bit. Even if he comes in later in the tournament, I think they'll still do very well, and especially if he comes back into the team later in the tournament. But I just don't think they'll get first. So I'm gonna go Netherlands first, Senegal second, Qatar third, and Ecuador fourth. Group B is the big boy. England, Iran, US, and Wales. What are you thinking?
This group is brutal to predict because I feel like all four of these teams honestly could win the group, and all four of them could come in dead last. It's such a super unpredictable group. I feel like England, you never really know what you're gonna get. They could be incredible, they could make a great run in the Euros, or they could be absolute shambles. You just don't know with them. With all that being said, though, I am picking England to win the group. I just feel like at the end of the day, how can you not pick them to win that group? I think they'll be able to do enough, especially with that offense. I mean, their defense is a little sketchy, but when you got Kane up top and Bellingham in the midfield and stuff, I think they're going to be able to win the group. For my second place, I'm actually going with Wales, because I think Wales are a solid team who a lot of people are just gonna not even give any thought to. But I mean, they have good players, and at the end of the day, I don't think the US or Iran is significantly better than them. And I think Bale's in good form, so I'm picking Wales to come in second, and then I'll say US third, Iran fourth. But honestly, that group could be any kind of order.
Yeah, I also think it's very tricky, but I'm also gonna go England, just because I feel like they're all close, but I feel like I can't not pick England because they have the team. They don't always do well, but they have the team, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And then for second, I'm going to go Wales, because I think the US will be absolutely balls. I think they'll do terrible in the tournament, because they don't really have a good team, and they're just bad. And there's two bonus players on Wales, so that has nothing to do with it. But I think Wales is going to come second, and then the US, and then Iran.
But for whatever reason, everybody keeps hyping up how young the U.S. is. Like, I don't think that's really a good thing for them. Like, there's no experience.
Yeah, I feel like in like a club team, I feel like having like a few young players, or like most of your team being young players, could be really good. But like as a nationality, having the whole squad be young players, there's nobody that's really the leader, which will have them struggle. Group C: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland.
Man, these groups are killing me. So I'm definitely picking Argentina to win the group. I think
Same, yeah.
That's been the easiest prediction to make so far. Argentina's getting really hyped up by everyone, and though honestly I think it's understandable. Like, they've got a really solid team. Also, I just found out today that McAllister from Brighton plays for Argentina.
I know, I found that the other day too.
I never would have guessed that, but I mean, that's not why I'm picking them to win the group. He probably won't even play. I just thought that was cool. But yeah, I'm picking Argentina to win the group. And then second, every World Cup, I always rate Poland to do well, and they always disappoint me and play just literally Lewandowski goes off and everyone else on the team is just terrible.
I know, their team is awful without him.
I'm so tempted to say they're not going to make it out of the group, but I think at the end of the day I am going to pick them to come in second into advance, because I think Mexico, this is probably the weakest team Mexico's had in a few World Cups. So I'll say Poland second, Mexico third, Saudi Arabia dead last.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the same group, but I'm gonna swap Poland and Mexico, because I also think Mexico doesn't have a super strong squad, but I mean, compared to Poland's, I feel like Poland's all they really got. They got like a few good players, but mainly Lewandowski. But like Mexico, it's not great, but it's definitely balanced all around.
Right.
Group D: France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia.
This is another tricky one. Honestly, I feel like these World Cup groups are really well balanced, which doesn't always happen. I've heard a lot of people hyping up Denmark this week. I don't know if you've been watching any videos, but like every video I watch, everyone's been picking Denmark to make it to like the quarters.
Oh, wow.
And honestly, I mean, Denmark have a great team. Just look what they did in the Euros without Eriksen. I don't know if I can see them winning the group, though. Like, France is definitely not the France side that won the last World Cup. They're not that good anymore. But I still think they're good enough to top their group.
Same. So
I will have France winning the group. And I will have Denmark coming in second, because I do think Denmark is quite good. As far as third and fourth, I guess I'll say Tunisia third, Australia fourth, which pains me because Australia always comes in dead last in their group, but they always play really well.
Yeah, I agree with that same ranking. I also feel bad for Australia because they just don't have a good enough squad, but they got the heart and soul. Like, they always fight hard. And I think Tunisia will get third because I feel like they always put up a good fight. Like, remember when they almost tied England in the last World Cup?
That was insane.
So I feel like they have the ability to do something, whereas Australia, I just feel like they don't really got anything. Alright. Group E: Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. This is a tight one.
This is like the first group so far with two potential favorites in the same group. I mean, neither of them are favorites, but like they're two of the clubs who could realistically win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Anyway, I also like Mexico. I think this is the weakest Germany's team has been in a while, and last World Cup was rough for them. With that being said, I do see them making it out of the group, but I'm picking Spain to top the group. I actually have high hopes for this Spain team.
What?
They also have a really young team. Like all of their best players are like practically teenagers or early 20s, so that could be their biggest weakness. But I don't know why. I'm just really optimistic and have high expectations for Spain. So I think Spain's gonna win the group, and honestly, they could win all 3 games for me. I'll have Germany coming in second. I'll have Japan just coming in third. I think Japan and Germany could come down to goal difference. And then I'll have Costa Rica coming in last, probably not getting a point the whole group stage.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I see there's some disagreement here.
I was thinking about this group specifically earlier, and I read off Spain right away. I don't know why. I feel like you look at their squad, and yeah, they have a few good players scattered, but overall their team just isn't that good. Like, I mean it's good, but I don't know. I look at their team and just don't feel like it's good enough to top their group. Because I also think Germany's squad isn't great, but I think it's better than Spain's. And I feel like Germany has more of a capability of beating all 3 other teams than Spain does.
Gotcha.
So
I mean, Germany's experience over Spain, like honestly, Spain's youth could be their like downfall, or it could be their strength. I don't really know how it's gonna go.
And I'm also, this could be a shocker, but I'm having Japan in second.
Oh, interesting.
So I think Spain knocked out first round. I mean, in the group stage.
Wow.
Group F. This is really good one as well. Belgium.
Yeah.
Canada. Morocco. Croatia. Woo!
Oh gosh. Do you already have thoughts on this group? Because you can go first if you do.
So, I think the favorites of this group are obviously Belgium and Croatia, but I feel like Croatia's team since last World Cup has decreased in quality, and a lot of their best players have gotten a lot older. So, and I feel like Belgium's squad is somewhat youthful in that, like especially their midfield, which can make them very creative. And just being able to feed Lukaku could be very beneficial. So I think I feel like Croatia's just not gonna do very well because just their squad isn't as good as it was, and they have a lot of old players, and there's not really anybody new to the Croatia squad since 2018. And I just feel like it's basically the same squad, and I don't think they're going to be able to pull off what they did last World Cup. So I'm going to put Belgium first. And this is also a big shocker, so I could be doing terrible here. But I think since Canada hasn't been in 60 years, and they have a decent squad, I mean, I don't know if Davies will be out for the whole World Cup. But I don't know what to do about second place.
Second place is tough.
What are your thoughts on first?
So after the first few groups, we pretty much agreed on most stuff. We're really starting to part ways here.
Oh,
I actually have Croatia winning the group.
Oh my god. What is going on?
I think Belgium, honestly, I hate to say it, I think their time, it's too late for them. I think their time is done. Now, they have De Bruyne. De Bruyne alone could single-handedly win them the group. Like, that's how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
But the players around him are all players who are still good, but if they couldn't do it in their prime, then why will they be able to do it now, if that makes sense? Croatia just feel like the perfect tournament team. Like, no matter who they have in their squad or like what circumstances, they always show up in big tournament games and like always are up for the fight and do well, I feel like. And even like their players who aren't big names and who nobody knows, they like always turn up. So I think Croatia's gonna have like the scrappiness to be able to win the group and take advantage of Belgium's like vulnerability. But I am gonna pick Belgium to come in second. I also think Canada have a shot of making it out of the group, but I'll pick them to come in third and Morocco in fourth. But I also think Morocco's solid as well.
After you're convincing, and I think I'm still gonna keep Belgium in first, but I think I'm gonna put Croatia in second.
Nice.
But I feel like, I don't know, and you're right that like, I don't know if they'll really go far in the tournament, Belgium, but in their group, I feel like they might win it. Next group, Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon.
These groups are honestly brutal.
I know, I feel like this is the most balanced groups of any World Cup, because I feel like there's always at least one group with like all the good teams, and then one group where like the best team gets away with like all the bad teams.
Yeah, I agree. These are all super evenly balanced. I definitely have Brazil winning the group.
Yeah, that's
they're also one of the favorites to win the whole World Cup, and I can see why. I think that the horrors of the 2014 World Cup is well in their past. I think that's totally left behind them. I think they have an amazing team, even though they left out Firmino, so it's not as amazing as it could be. But I think they're going to win the group for sure. As far as second, watching Cameroon at AFCON this year, Cameroon looked really good. However, obviously the competition they were facing isn't as high as like Switzerland or Brazil. So I don't know how much I should read into their AFCON performance. However, they have Vincent Aboubakar and Choupo-Moting. Aboubakar went off at AFCON. He was like a monster, just scoring goals for fun. And I don't watch the Bundesliga, but I follow the scores and stuff. And Choupo-Moting literally has been scoring constantly for Bayern Munich. He's like 105, and he can't stop scoring.
I know. I feel like Cameroon could definitely be like a dark horse.
Yeah, honestly. So I'm really tempted to pick them second. However, Switzerland is another one of those like tournament teams who just like always show up and play well. I mean, they knocked out France in the Euros. Serbia, as much as I think that's Mitrovic's team, right?
Yeah, and Vlahovic.
Yeah. Oh, wow. hold the horses, actually. And Tadic.
Oh.
Wait, oh my gosh. Wait, I was actually going to say Serbia has a great squad, but I don't see them finishing above 4th. But I didn't realize they have Tadic and Vlahovic.
I know. They
hell.
got a decent squad this year.
This group is evil. As much as I love Cameroon, and I think them and Serbia will be extremely difficult to beat, I think every game will be great in this group. I'm going to have Switzerland coming in second, just because I know they can do it, because they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have Cameroon third, Serbia fourth. But honestly, I think this may be the most difficult group to predict in the whole World Cup.
Yeah, I would say so. Switzerland. Cameroon. I'm going Cameroon.
Oh, I like it.
I feel good about it.
You had the guts to do what I couldn't.
Well, if you look at my Premier League predictions from last season, whew.
Everybody, stop this video and go watch that one.
Switzerland and Serbia, because I was debating on either Cameroon or Switzerland for second, so if Cameroon makes it, then I think I'll put Switzerland there, and then Serbia. Group H, we got Cristiano Ronaldo, Shui, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
This one, I actually think is the easiest group to predict.
Yeah.
No offense to Ghana, I think they're going to come in fourth.
Same.
And Uruguay and Portugal, I think are going to make it out pretty easily. I don't want to say easily, but I think they'll be the ones to make it out. I have South Korea coming in third, Ghana coming in fourth. I do think South Korea will have some good performances, especially if Son is back to being healthy, but he can't do it by himself.
Yeah.
So South Korea third, Ghana fourth. As far as who's winning the group, I don't know if this is just because I'm biased against Ronaldo, but I'm not buying into the Portugal hype. I know everybody keeps saying, Argentina, Portugal in the final. I would be blown away if Portugal make the final.
Yeah, I think people are just saying that because they want to see it, but I doubt it'll happen. Because, I know it's Ronaldo's last World Cup, but honestly, with his form recently, I don't know if we'll play that much. I think I'll also put Uruguay in first.
Nice, I like it. Yeah, I'm having Uruguay in first. Uruguay, I didn't realize that they had Bentancur. I don't know if they picked him, but
I think they did.
They did.
I think so.
Okay, because they have Bentancur, Valverde from Real Madrid, Cavani, and Darwin Nunez. They have some good players. So I have Uruguay, then Portugal. Do we have the same order for that group?
Uruguay. Yeah, I'll put Portugal next. I want South Korea to do good, but I don't really think they will.
Okay, so for me, that's Senegal versus Wales. Again, here's why I think Senegal could be a dark horse to make a fairly deep run, is because I think if they can win that group, they have not the most difficult road in the world. So if Senegal beat Wales in the round of 16, I'm definitely taking Senegal in that game too.
Okay. I feel like... So, I have Netherlands and Wales, and I feel like you always know it. It's always going to happen. There's always one upset or more, but definitely one upset that really shocks the world. And there's one team that really just comes out of nowhere. And I think that'll be Wales this tournament. And I think Netherlands will get first in their group, but then lose to Wales in the next round.
Interesting.
I don't know.
That's a good shout about Wales. I could see them. I could see them
I feel like
surprising people.
I feel like they have the team. They haven't been to World Cup in a while. Bale's first World Cup. I feel like they'll have the hunger more than Netherlands, I think, and there's always going to be one upset like that, and I think that could be the game.
Argentina versus Denmark.
Same.
It's so sad because I love Denmark. I would love for them to make a deep run in the tournament, but I don't see them beating Argentina, so I have Argentina going through there.
Yeah, I want Denmark to do well, but I just feel like they got unlucky in the way they, like, the order that they had to face for the round of 16, because unless they get first in their group, they could avoid Argentina, which might be some motivation, but
That's true.
I think that they'll most likely get second, and Argentina will win that. I have Germany versus Croatia.
Let's see, I have Spain versus Belgium. Ooh. That's like the battle of the youngins versus the old fogies. I mean, using the same logic I used to predict the group, I'll pick Spain to win that one too. I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could be overhyping Spain. Like, I'm not even a Spain fan, so I don't know why I feel so, like, good about them. But I just feel like they're going to be too much for Belgium. I think Belgium are going to struggle this time around, so I have Spain winning that game.
Okay. I feel like... I feel like Spain might be able to beat Belgium. I feel like I literally have no clue how Spain's gonna do, but if they're like as good as people are saying, then I think they'll be able to beat Belgium, but I don't think they'll be that good, so I'm not sure.
Right.
So I have Germany, Croatia. I think Germany's gonna win that game, because I think they're gonna win their group and then go on and win that. I think I'm putting a lot of faith in Germany, which is not a great idea considering their last World Cup, but I feel like they got some good midfielders. That Musala actually looks pretty good, and he got called up, so I mean, their defense isn't as strong as it's been like in the past few years, but I feel like they have a better attacking threat.
Same here, Brazil, Portugal. Again, I don't see Brazil losing that game. I think Brazil wins that pretty handily.
Yeah, same. Which is sad, because Ronaldo, you gone! Loser! Alright.
That's assuming they win their group, which isn't going to be easy.
Yeah. I don't think they'd have to win their group if they want a chance, and I don't even think they will. And think about it. If they win, even if they won their group, they'd face, and then they won the next game, which is not too hard, but then they'd face Belgium or Croatia, and there's no way they're winning that. So,
yeah,
I just don't get it.
They're without Diogo Jota, who's low-key one of their best players.
That's true. England, Senegal.
I have England, Netherlands, which would be a scrumptious matchup.
Ooh! I like that one.
What was that?
I like that one.
That's a tough one. I think it would be a great game. I think it would be a close game.
He's really thinking about this.
I think I'll give England the slight edge.
Okay.
I think Netherlands have the better defense. England has the better offense and better midfield.
Yeah. I'm also gonna
say England, but it's gonna...
What?
I was just gonna say I'll go England, but I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, I think if that happens, that might be like one of the games of the tournament.
Yeah.
I have England, Senegal, and I also think England will get by, even though I think it'll be sad if Senegal gets out that early, but I just don't think they have the capability to beat England. But England always shocks somebody somewhere throughout the tournament, so you never know. They could win it, but I'll give the edge to England.
That's France versus Poland. That would also be an interesting game. I think both teams are not as good as they have been, although Poland always underachieves. But I think France is just too much for them with that matchup. I think Lewandowski can only carry them so far. I think France would just overwhelm them. I think France would definitely win that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have France, Mexico, and I think France is going to win that one as well, just because I wasn't sure about Mexico even making it out of the group, and then I feel like France doesn't have as good as it's been, but it's still a very, very good squad, and I feel like there's no way France lose that.
Right. For me, that's Croatia versus Germany. Oh boy.
Germany?
Oh, I need to sit down.
Oh, I gotta sit on this.
You go first. I can't.
I got Belgium boys versus the Japanese. Ooh.
Rematch of last World Cup, right? That insane game.
Oh, that's right. I don't really know Japan's squad too much, but I feel like they fight hard and they always do well. But just because, I don't know. Well, if you think about it, if Japan were able to barely lose to Belgium when Belgium had that squad before, then Japan might be able to beat them this time. But I don't know how much Japan's team has changed. So I'm going to have them win that, I think. But I really wouldn't be surprised if Japan won that.
That'd be insane if Japan made it to the quarterfinals.
I know.
Anyway, my matchup was Croatia-Germany. I'm going Croatia. I know you're going to hate me.
Get this guy out of here.
You're going to shoot me in the face. You're going to shoot me in the head. I just feel like Germany, they're not strong enough. Like, they've got some incredible individual players like Sané, Joshua Kimmich, Rudiger is obviously fantastic. No Timo Werner. I just don't think they're well-rounded or strong enough. I think Croatia, even though they don't have the big names, they're just so good at playing as a unit and getting results. I think Croatia can do it.
You got a lot of faith in Croatia.
I do. Luka Modric play. Uruguay versus Switzerland. That could also be a really good game. I think that would be pretty evenly matched. I will have Uruguay going through, though, because I think overall, Uruguay could have a really exciting attack this year. And Switzerland, Xhaka's getting older, even though this is like his best career for Arsenal. This is like the best season of his Arsenal career that he's ever had.
Yeah.
But like he's getting older. I don't even know if Shaqiri got called up, to be honest with you, but he's getting older. I think Uruguay would just be a little too much for them. Switzerland could easily win that. I think that could go either way, but I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Uruguay.
Okay. I have Uruguay versus Cameroon. This one, I wish Cameroon would be able to stay around the tournament for a little longer, but sorry, you don't got a chance. in that game. I'm sorry. I just feel like, especially with Uruguay's like forwards with Cavani and Nunes, they're just gonna. Ooh! I think that's gonna be a brutal one to watch, but you never know. You never know. But
I have Senegal versus
Argentina, I think.
Yeah, Senegal versus Argentina. I love you, Senegal. I want to say it, but there's no way they're beating Argentina. I just don't see it.
You never know.
You had a great run. You made it to the corners, but Argentina's winning that one.
Yeah. I feel like if they make it to the quarters, that'd be unbelievable. I feel like they should be really happy with that.
Definitely.
I have Wales, Argentina. Wales, you had a good run, but I'll see you later. It's just, I feel like Argentina might even win the thing, and I feel like Wales is going to be their toughest opponent. No. Wales will give them a battle. I'll give you that. They'll give them a battle, but there's no way Argentina will win that. Germany versus Brazil. And I think you have Spain, Brazil.
Yeah, I have Spain versus Brazil. Oh gosh, I gotta sit down again. Oh man.
He's really thinking on this.
So, people have asked me, you might have even been one of them, in the last few weeks, who's your pick to win the World Cup? And I would always tell people, like, without actually sitting down and going through the whole tournament to see the possible matchups, I would always be like, I think Spain could do it this year. But now that I see Spain are up against Brazil, it's really giving me second thoughts.
Yeah.
I hate to have, like, I know everyone's picking the Brazil-Argentina semifinal, but I mean, it's probably unavoidable. I think Brazil would beat Spain.
I feel like there's no way. I feel like it would be a Brazil-Argentina final if Brazil went on the same side with Argentina.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's inevitable that Argentina are going to face Brazil in the semis.
Yeah, me too. I hate to say it because, like, that's, like, the big hype thing that everybody's going for, but I just don't see how it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I have Germany, Brazil, so maybe Brazil will win 7-0 this time.
Wait, that'd be insane.
I mean, it could happen with the way each of their squads are looking. Next, England, France, and I think you have England, France as well.
I do. Interesting. Wait, we're in the quarters now, right?
Yep.
Huh.
This is
Honestly,
gonna be
this is why this is why brackets are so tricky, because I wasn't expecting to have either one of these teams making the semis.
No.
But I mean, if they meet in the quarters, one of them's got to.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna give this one to England. And I'm not at all confident in that pick. I think if they were to meet, that game could go either way. But I think England has, as unpredictable as they are, I think they have a little something that can get them over that hump. Whereas France, I just feel like they rely too much on Mbappe. I feel like they just rely too much on, like, the pace of their forwards.
Mm-hmm.
That game could go either way. I guess I'll go England. I'm not confident at all, though.
I'm also gonna go England, and I really have no clue. But the only reason I'm giving slight edge to England is just because France will not have enough. I feel like France won't have enough creativity in their midfield without Conte and Pogba gone. So I feel like that even though that's just two players, they're so influential in creating goal-scoring opportunities, and I feel like that game's gonna be high scoring, but I feel like England will nudge it out just because this stupid football's coming home. Crap will get them riled up, and they'll some crap will happen and they'll win. But it could go either way. But just because of the way England is, they'll probably win.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Unless it goes to a penalty shootout, in which case they have no chance.
They're screwed. That one could be like 0-0, and then France winning it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, honestly.
Next one is I have Belgium, Uruguay, and you have Croatia, Uruguay.
That sounds right. I honestly lost track, so I'll take your word for it. Interesting. This is another situation. Wait, so whoever wins this is the last semi-finalist, right?
Yep.
Wow. Again, if you had asked me last week, I wouldn't have either of these teams making the semis, but I guess it all just depends on what matchups they get. As much as I've been loving on Croatia, I like Uruguay in that one. I think Croatia's squad can get them as far as the quarters, but I don't think they're a top 4 team. I'll take Uruguay.
Yeah, I think I'm also. This is where I think. This is the worst bracket I've ever seen. I think in this matchup I have Belgium, Uruguay, and I think I'm gonna have Belgium winning it, just because I feel like Uruguay has a good squad, but I just feel like they don't. Do they really have anyone in their defense that will be able to like stop Lukaku?
No, but Lukaku might stop
I would
Lukaku.
not finish that. Nah, I'm gonna leave.
This one's a
I
tricky
just
one.
suggest restarting the video and making a better bracket.
I just suggest you leave.
I don't know Josh's, but it has to be better than that.
I don't think it is.
And I heard of Croatia being mentioned this
Yes.
long into the tournament, so maybe not.
You think Spain's gonna win the whole thing?
Wait, I have them losing in
Oh yeah, I forgot.
the quarters.
I wouldn't listen to this kid,
All right, so this is Barty Arbuckles. I'm gonna go Belgium. I don't know why. I'm doing this, but I feel like this is like their last chance to really be a very good squad, because if you think about it, I feel like Belgium's never gonna have this generation of talent ever again, most likely. So I feel like they're gonna pull out some shockers, I think. And I don't know how, but I think they'll slip by Uruguay. Heading on to the...
Wait, no.
What?
Sorry, I was just gonna say I can't wait to see Doku back in action.
Oh my gosh, Doku. Oh, good thing I choose Belgium then. That's their only hope. Doku. He was like my favorite player to watch that time.
I know.
Alright, so heading on to the semifinals. Me and you both have Argentina, Brazil. What are your thoughts?
Oh gosh.
This one is honestly evil.
I would just like to go on record saying this is the hardest matchup to predict of the entire World Cup. Out of all the possible matchups there could be, this is the hardest. I think they're super evenly matched. I think it's best squad that both these countries have had in years. And I think that this is each country's best chance at winning the World Cup since I've been a fan of soccer. But only one of them can go through. Oh gosh.
Who's it gonna be? This sounds like The Voice.
Oh gosh.
Or America's Got Talent.
I know.
Only one can go through.
Oh yeah. My gut's telling me Brazil.
What? Oh my gosh. I mean,
the only reason I say that is I think Brazil are more well-rounded from back to front. I think Argentina's biggest strength is I think Brazil has a better defense and a better goalkeeper. So at the end of the day, I think that's going to be enough to give them the tiniest edge.
okay. Wait, who's the Brazil keeper again? I forgot.
Allison,
Huh, I wonder why.
my beautiful Becky Boo. You better grow that beard back, that's all I'm saying.
I know. Woof. I'm gonna go Argentina. It's literally, if they win, it'll be by margins. There's no right answer in this one, so I feel like
Yeah.
I could go either way, and I'd still be killing myself with my decision. So I'm gonna go with Argentina, just because since it could go either way, I'll just choose who I want to, and I feel like I'd rather have Argentina, because I feel like the thing that might push them over the edge, just to beat Brazil, would be like Messi's hunger and just the team's hunger for his final World Cup might play a big factor.
Yeah.
Right, that's our first finalist.
Is the year of the South American countries. I have 3 South American countries in my final 4.
Wow.
England's the only one holding down for Europe. This is another tough one, and even though I have both of them in my semifinals, I think that's mostly because of the road that they had to get there. I think there are a couple teams that are better than both of them who could have made the semis if they have a different road. Like, I think Spain is better than both of them. But that's the matchup I have. And I think this one could also be close and go either way, but I think this is where Uruguay's road comes to an end. Even though I don't feel great about this England squad, and I think Southgate made a lot of poor decisions on who to leave off the roster, I will take England over Uruguay and have England making it to the final.
I will also have England making it to the final. I think they're going to beat up Belgium, because I also agree. I think he made some big decisions. Like, I don't know why he didn't bring Reece James. Just because even though, like, he might...
Well, he's injured.
I know, but it's his injury. Like, if they make it to, like, the quarters, his injury might be fine by then, and they could start playing like they're doing with Sadio Mane.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know how bad it is, but I feel like... I think they said, it says at least on fantasy, he'll be back by the first game week back. So I feel like he should be okay. But I don't know. I feel like their defense isn't great, but I just feel like Belgium, I've been debating Belgium this whole tournament, and I feel like it's time for the road to stop.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have a Brazil-England final. I have a Argentina-England final.
Interesting.
Who's winning it?
Honestly, I know it's kind of anticlimactic because I think the final is a lot easier to pick than the semifinal. I think
Definitely.
Brazil is going to win.
I think Argentina's going to win it.
Interesting.
All right. Wow. I wouldn't be shocked if Brazil won it. I feel like that game, the Brazil one, is just, that one's unfair to choose from. It could literally go anyway. So I feel like, yeah.
I think the winner of Brazil-Argentina, if they meet in the semis, will be the one who wins the final.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I feel like if England's most likely going to make it to the final, and they honestly got a really easy road if you look at it. Like, the only real one they had to face was France, which I feel like they're in like how I think it's gonna go. I think they'll just barely be able to slip by them. So I just feel like I don't even think that England will have that great of a tournament, but just because of their road, I feel like they'll be able to make it there. But I don't think they'll really deserve it. I feel like there's like 3 other teams that should be in the final, but just because of like the side they were on, they were able to get there.
I agree. I think the left side of the bracket is the stronger side.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely like, I think all the better teams are on the left side.
Now, who do you have winning the third place game?
Ooh, so that for me is Brazil, Belgium. I'm gonna go with Brazil because I feel like they might even win the thing, so I gotta have them winning that.
Yeah, same. Mine is Argentina, Uruguay, and I'll say Argentina because I think that they could win.
All right, that is our World Cup predictions. Let me know down in the comments if you think our predictions are absolutely awful. They probably are, but you never know. So, thank you for watching. Josh, final words.
I'm not confident in my bracket at all. Don't kill me. Go Senegal.
Kill him! See you later.